Welcome to On Cue Billiards in La Mesa. This is the BCA San Diego Metro 8-ball pool league. It's week 8, and this is Spin Doctors versus What's Shape. So that's On Cue 3, Spin Doctors, that's my team, versus What's Shape, that's On Cue 5, that's John Hopkins' team. And it's our captain Brian Wroolie who's playing John in this opening rack. John had actually asked if he could get away a bit early, so what we're going to do is we're going to play all 4 of John's racks back to back, and then we'll resume with the match as normal. So I'm doing pretty good with the solids here. Coming up towards those 3 in the top half of the table. Pretty good here. Just drop this in for the 1. And then going to collide with the 9, but he's good here on the 4 ball. A little drawback for the 3. Well, I thought it passed. It obviously doesn't pass. So he's playing the bank in the corner. 12 is there. It's making the pocket slightly larger if he doesn't hit it wide enough. But he'll be trying to get this in directly. Just holding the cue ball for the 8. Well, that's a lovely shot. And he's finished absolutely perfect. So this for a break and run. Wonderful start to the match for Brian. We'll give on cue 3. 1-0 lead. Well played, Brian. There's a break and run to start the match. So John's next opponent is Jesse. And John's getting the break here because this is a match from round 2. Makes a ball off the break. And he's taking the stripes. Just a 9 to deal with here. He's got to break that out. Doing it straight away. It's a little awkward. I think he can still cut this in. Be colliding with the 14. Still not ideal, but he can drop the 15 in the side here. Probably get a collision on the 14 again with the cue ball. That's very nicely played. He's got a shot on the 14 in the side, and everything's open here. Is John going to respond with a break and run of his own? Bet against it right now. 12, leaving the 9, 10, and then the 8. So perfect control. Pocket weight. 8. And another one, just hold it. Maybe a trace of right English just to check cue ball. Well, he's played across for the 8 in the side. That's probably a clever shot. And this stroke count. So this 8 for consecutive break and runs in this match. And a 1 rack each scoreline. Well played, John. So the third game, it's myself. And this is a round 3 game, so I get the break here. That's not the best break I've ever done. Could have been hitting that a little harder. It's come up dry, so no break and run for me. But John could well run out here. He's seen the balls nicely. And that's a great shot. He's got a tight shot on the 1 ball. We bring over a player from another table to supervise this. But I think he's okay because the 1 is in advance of the 8. That's a good hit. The 2 is now his problem ball. And the 8 as well, of course. The 8 doesn't have a pocket either. So I'm breaking out the 8 right now. And he's not sure about using the jump stick. He's cutting the 5 in the side here. That's a beautiful strike. Keeping the break going. needs another great shot here. He's playing the bank on this 3 in the bottom right. So another recovery shot. Marvellous. Really, really great shot. So he's now looking good. He can play for the bank on the 2. He's just going to follow forward. And then in banking this 2, he just needs to flick the 8 ball out. Well, unfortunately, his run comes to an end. And when I've got a chance now to try and get back into this game. It's not the best shot I've ever played. I'm trying to deflect this off the 12, this 15. The idea was that I would leave him hooked behind the 10, but I've left him a shot, and John's just going to roll this towards the pocket. It doesn't want to end. But to apply a bit of pressure on me so that I can't miss. Now I'm just playing safety here. Get cue ball right down with this bottom right pocket. And no easy shot, so I think he's just going to just roll slowly to this. Just leave it over the pocket. Again, keeping the pressure on me. So, I'm playing the 9 here. Now, I was playing so that I could leave myself a snookering opportunity, but I didn't leave it easy. And this is a bit of a touchy one. I've got to hit the 15, hit the rail, and stay behind the 15, but I've actually sneaked out. So, John has a chance here. He can cut this in thin, and he can break out the 8 with this shot. Close. Just a half inch or so off making contact. So I've really gone favourite now, the way the balls are. The only problem I've got is my 13. Can't run out with a 13 there. So the first thing I'm going to do is move the 13. I'm trying to roll up behind the 10 now and leave him hooked. Because of course I am free in the black. The 8 ball is now no longer completely blocked in. He's playing a bank in the top left by his bridge hand. And this with a bit of right hand English. That was a bit tough, that one. And so now it's time to run out. I'm just trying to draw past the 14 so I can play the 14 after this shot. Didn't quite get the bite on the cue ball, so a bit of pressure on this 15. I've got to make this. And here, I think I was just a little careless, so just leaving myself where I did on the 12. And again, that's a little kiss has made the 10 easier, but I should really study this a little bit more fully. I know it's an easy shot, but I think I get down and play that all a little bit too quick. Because that was the tough shot, and that miss, unfortunately. He's going to be punished by John. He's playing the bank here. And so this 8 ball for a 2-1 lead to on Q5. What shape. And that's all the way. So a reprieve for John. I let him off there. I should have had that one. And John will be breaking in the 4th rack here. This is a round 4 match that's been brought forward. So is his game against Don. And he scratches. So Don has ball in hand to begin. And he's taking the solids. Don is a sub for us. He doesn't have a designated Fargo as yet. He's playing in the stead of Wayne Crowe, who's away with family commitments. That's gone wrong, I'm afraid. No, he's hooked. He's playing the kick here on the 2 ball. And so John comes to the table. There's one problem, I think, is the 14. I believe it's the 14 in the middle of the cluster. Let's try to kiss into them there. He's going to try again here, I think. Yeah, got it this time. It's a little congested, but the 11 and the 13 will be going. And so he's just playing it safe here, just tying up the cue ball behind the 14. Look at that. Great shot. And that 9 has added to the congestion around the 8 ball. And this is a good hit from Don. Not left anything easy here. If this 9's available, if he's just rolling it down towards the bucket. Only hit the 8 first. Gives a ball in hand. So this is a great chance, but why is he not doing something with the 1 ball? That was the problem there. He had ball in hand, could have played the 1. I feel that's an error. You should always deal with your biggest problem first as soon as you get to the table with ball in hand. Now he's got to play the cannon, and he's missed it. He did have a chance there, to be fair. He did made the 3 and flicked the 1 out. But in playing that safety off the right-hand side, the 1, he's pushed the 1 to the cushion. He could have played safe off the left-hand side, the 1. Got the cue ball in a similar position. The 1 may have been blocking the line to those 3 stripes, plus it would have been a little bit more accessible. So, again, a questionable shot choice. Then he tries the cut, then he's hit it way too thin, so I think that's tickets now. John will finish these off. Yeah, he's looking good. Just leave a little angle on the 14 and play that with follow and right. Get around the 3 rails. Nicely played. So this 8 ball will make it 3-1. No, that's a good performance from John tonight, although could have had him pegged back to at least 2-2. Possibly even 3-1 the other way had done well in this one. And so back to the match. It's normal, and it's the rest of round 1 being completed now. So Jesse Sturm from the home team breaking the balls. It's Eddie O'Hearn from What Shape. Comes to the table after the dry break, takes the solid balls. And nothing safe here. Everything is in the open. It's just about minding your work, keeping control of that cue ball. Just babies that one to leave a 3 in the side. And then he'll have a chance now to get these 3 balls at the top of the table. So play the 6 and leave the 1. Oh, he's left himself a little awkward, but it shouldn't be a problem. And he's automatically going to be travelling towards shape on the, I think it's the 2 ball he's just bridging past. Yeah, unfortunately the 10 has blocked him, so I think he's playing the bank here. I'm going to thread the needle, and it's gone in off the 12. Well, that counts. And he's finished hooked, so he's jumping. Yeah, fouls. So, ball in hand for Jesse. Really got to make this tell. And he's just playing for the run out here. There's no need to get too complicated with things. Play to the middle of the table. Oh, but the fish behind the 9. Yeah, it's slightly trickier shot than we might have wanted. Oh, just creeps in. A little loose with his cue ball there. I think he could have probably held that. And that's a lovely shot. And now, the last strike. A nice stun on this. Well played. Done a nice run out here. So, looks like 1 for the home team. Jesse wins, and it's 2-3 now. And I get my break against Cody. Cody's a new player in the team. He doesn't have a Fargo assigned yet, but he's taken the place of Dodge Johnson, who's moved up north. So I'm taking the solids. I'm trying to run through and leave the 6 in the same pocket here. But the left-hand English kind of checked the cue ball, so that 6 is thinner than I'd like, and I'm taking the 2 instead and leave myself on the 5. They're trying to play forward here and just leave the 1 in the right side, but that is a very poor strike. Missed the pot and actually lost the cue ball as well. A little of a hurried delivery. Oh no, what's happening here? And that's terribly unfortunate. Cody puts in the early 8 and loses the rack. So it's 3 each. Our sub, Don, is breaking the balls against Reuben Duffy. Makes a ball in the side, I think it was the 1. And he's got the 2 ball up next. I'm not careless, I'm afraid. Gives back the table to Reuben. And the balls are still open, but he wants to take the stripes. There's a big breakout straight away. This has gone a bit congested, this rack. That's a nice stroke. Let me just push this 12 down over the pocket. I don't know if you can get it in. Yeah, collided with the 4 straight up, so you can see there's going to be quite a lot of safety shots played here. So we cut forward to the next time we've got a bit of action. And it's Don here. He's taken this 7 in the top right. And he's made it. It's gone in off the 2, but that counts. If you can cut this 2 in, I think he wants to play off both the short rails. Yeah, he's tried to hold it, and I don't think that was on. If he'd have hit it harder, he had a chance to bounce and get up for the 8 in the corner. But the bank, unfortunately, he's missed. And so Reuben gets a chance. It's a thin cut here, but this doesn't look good. Yeah, so he's got to play a good safety here. And he's given Don distance, but you really should be making this, I think. You get it too thin. Yeah, so he's had a couple of chances on the 8 now. And I think Reuben may be able to just drop this in and leave himself the 10. And just drop this in, and he'll be punishing Don for his errors. Yeah, and this is going to be 4-3 for the visitors. OC5. Yeah, well played, Reuben. And so now we're into the next round, and away players are breaking. So Eddie here against Ryan. And looks like he's coming up dry. Brian's having a go at the solids. Makes it 2. I think he's going to have a shot on the 5 here. And I'd just play forward here. And why is he not taking the 4? He could have taken the 4 and blasted the 13 out of the way with the 4. Yeah, I think shot choice a bit dubious there. Eddie coming around is not ideal. There's a 9 pass. Yeah, good shot. They can just... he's playing the 13 with left English, trying to break things up a little bit. Well, that's not worked out. He's left the pocket still a bit blocked. Brown's trying to combo here. He misses the combo. Oh, he's scratched. Yeah. I think he could have just played that a little firmer, made sure the contact, the combo, and let the 1 just go where he wanted to around the table. He could have just drawn back and played shape on the 3. But no real damage done. And Brian had a chance there to clear that pocket now. So, long shot here. Ready? Yeah, some pressure on that one. So this is a chance now for Brian. Get his run out together. Ideal cue ball. He just left himself rather awkward. He's playing the cross corner bank here. He's just trying to leave the cue ball above the 11 as well, but there's a chance now for Eddie to drop this in. He'll be looking good. He's missed that one. And so a chance for Brian. Does he not fancy this 6? Maybe he can't get to the potting angle. Just play safe. Very thin cut here for Eddie. Yeah, overcut it rather. So 7 in the side. Playing with a lot of left English to get up for the 1. That's nice. Don't do it flat. Just leave yourself a little angle. Then play forward with a bit of right again. And this looks good for the 6. Just play off one rail. Make sure you get past the 8. Put the 1 in the left corner. Oh dear. That's a disaster. We had the game on the plate there. This is going to be a tough shot here. He's got to draw across for the 14. Where's the cue ball going? Oh no. So Brian gets his reprieve. And he'll be gratefully receiving it as he takes the 3 and the 6. And that's a nice bit of check side there to finish perfect on the 8. And he'd be a relieved Brian who puts the 8 in to make it 4 each at the halfway point. If you like this video, please smash that like and subscribe. The second part of this match will be coming to Mothlight TV real soon.